the entire 45 minutes to you, the viewers, and also to give you that platform, because you are going to be my special guest this evening via a phone call regarding the programs, rather regarding the topics that I have this evening, of course, that have made headlines in the last few days. So ensure that you charge your phones in terms of airtime or talk time if you wish, and also let it be fully charged in terms of my guest, all of you via phone call, as we get your opinions and your submissions regarding the news and the current affairs that are happening right now. Now, let me just go into one of the big items that we have this evening in our news, is that Faith Musonda made a second appearance at police over the discovery of colossal sums of money at New Kasama residence over the weekend. Ms. Musonda, the alleged owner of the over 65 million kwacha and 57,000 United States dollars was seized by the police, was in the company of her lawyers Makebi Zulu and Jonas Zimba. Furthermore, the story goes on that Ms. Musonda entered the interrogation room around 14 hours until now. As I speak to you right now, I can easily confirm that the police are still quizzing or interrogating Madam Faith Musonda, and regarding to how where she got all that huge sums of money, and also they want to establish whether the money was legally acquired or it was illegally accrued. So that answer is going to be answered, or is going to be found once the interrogation is done, or the questioning is done, because remember, we have our staff Mtumbaliambira, who has been, of course, stationed at the police at Lusaka Central since morning until now, and she's we need to give kudos as well for bracing bracing the code, among other journalists we have in this country that are anxious to give us the update regarding what is going on at Lusaka Central. So we'll get your opinion regarding, or your opinions rather, regarding how you feel about this big story of Faith Musonda. And the question really that I want to pose to you as our viewers, or our guest, my guest this evening, you the viewers, is that we want to get your understanding. What does the law stipulate regarding the keeping of money in the house? Some of you, I know that you've got a vast experience or vast knowledge regarding this subject, because there's been a debate. Others are saying there is nothing wrong for one to keep whatever amount or whichever amount of money in your house. So there's no law that prohibits you. So I want to hear from you as our guest this evening. And also the other subject that people are touching to it is, was that money withdrawn from the bank? And if at all, she did go to the bank and made some withdrawal over 65 million kwacha. The question is, which bank allowed Ms. Musonda to withdraw such kind of an amount of money? So we want to hear from you. I know some of you, you might have worked in the banks before. Some of you, you are in the financial, circles. You understand these things better. We can begin to lecture us, you can begin to lecture me, and also some of our viewers out there. We need to get to the bottom of this story, which has been with us for quite a few days now. The other issue, again, remember that also some of the people have been blaming the Bank of Zambia that really they are not being as careful as enough in terms of how the finances are being managed in this country. And there was a story actually coming from the Bank of Zambia touching to this issue. So let me just look at my scripts and see what the Bank of Zambia are saying in relations to what we have this evening. But remember, you can begin to give me those phone calls, because we're not going to take much of a time. We want to receive your phone calls as much as we can, so that we give you that platform. Now, the story coming from the Bank of Zambia is that the Bank of Zambia, BOZ, has dismissed media reports that bank officials were ordered to withdraw huge amounts of cash from the central bank to distribute to third parties. The central bank says the public cannot withdraw cash from the central bank as the only form of interaction it has with them is that of issuing currency to the to the commercial bank. All right. This is a content in a statement issued to Muvi TV News by Bank of Zambia Assistant Director, that's a Besnat Mwanza. All right. So basically, that's a brief story or brief statement coming from the Bank of Zambia, really also coming out trying to give its position regarding how it manages its affairs. So that's the story that we have. In case for those that are watching us, remember this is a special program that has been dedicated to you, the people of Zambia, and also so that you could have that chance to contribute, bearing in mind that you've been complaining via social media, our social media page, and also phone calls, that most of the time when we've got special interviews or special programs, you are given less time to contribute. And also, besides that, again, some of you are unable to get us through. So this moment or this entire 1 hour has been given to you to contribute. Let's hear what your take is on that position. So remember, the first story, like I didn't mention, is that of Madam Faith Musonda, who is still being queried at Lusaka Central Police Station. All right, I've just lost one call there. Keep on calling. I'll keep receiving your phone calls, and as I go on reading these stories. All right, I've got a caller here. Let's find out what this caller has for us this evening. Caller, good evening, and welcome to this special conversation with you.
Good evening, Mr. Perry.
Good evening, sir. Please tell us your name and the area you're calling me from.
My name is Henry.
Henry.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Woodlands.
Fantastic. Within Lusaka?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Please go ahead, pick any of the stories you feel like.
I'll make a very quick submission in respect of the issue of the money.
Please.
Yeah, first of all, there is no specific law that states that cannot give money in the house.
Right.
Yeah, but again, what is there is that when the money are suspicious in terms of process of acquisition, it brings something to question about.
Okay.
Okay? That's why you'll find that if you cannot provide a very good explanation, then the state ought to follow you up, and that a specific law under possession of property needs to be not obtained, received, stolen, like that. That is precisely section 319 of the Code of the Laws of Zambia.
Right.
Applicable to you. That's number one. Secondly, of course, now these are issues that have got to do with what is called the burden of proof. In such instance, the burden of proof has to show to me. The state that follows you up has to prove that the money that are being confiscated or seized from you are proceeds of crime.
Right.
But that is not sufficient. The issue of the burden of proof has got issues to do with what are called exceptions. The exception part of it, that is where now we employ the laws of forfeiture. The laws of forfeiture, which is precisely Forfeitures Act number 19 of 2010, and precisely section 70, subsection 1, and section 71, subsection 1, and the other clauses that are there. They are quite fast. There, the exception of the burden of proof, which is in the hands of the state, is also shifting on an accused person. So it is the onus of the burden of proof shifts to the accused person. So if you have found the things that you cannot easily account for, the burden of proof shifts to you as an accused person. Under normal circumstances, the general rule of the burden of proof is that the state and the prosecution ought to prove the case. That is the general rule. But when you employ in a from the case of Wellington versus the GDP, and as opined by law discount, that is more convenient for someone being accused to give the side of the story quickly so that you bring the issue to a rest. Provide sufficient information on how you acquire what the being accused of acquired illegally. Okay? So the authority of the law in Wellington versus GDP and as applied by a law discount, the question of proof simply shifts you as an accused person. Third, it is you make your life easier. You quickly prove the case and then you walk back home. So it is not an offense to have money, but if any property that people suspect that it was illegally or unobtained, stolen, retained, or purchased of crime, then the law is employed.
All right.
The law is employed. So maybe let's wait and see how things are taught. But that's what basically happens. We have an key that is possession, the burden of proof, the state, the authority of the law, and forfeiture act shifts to the accused person. But also, what is also important is that if you look at the local case of Yadu, when it is being dealt, it's very important that you look at the judgment by the Supreme Court of Court. And precisely Judge Jagwapa, precisely Judge Shapili, precisely Judge Kicheka, they clearly indicated that when you are pursuing this kind of an arrangement, this kind of a case, it's best to establish what is the crime, because possession of property needs to be an offense of God. You ought to prove what is a crime in respect of what you are seizing. So, if you look at the judgment is giving us a leakage. Look at the judgment, establish what is the crime. When you establish what is the crime, then from there you have a good case.
Right.
Also, in the quest to prove the case, for example, if I have 20 billion today, and I say I'm a business person, I should state what kind of business I'm doing. Is my business registered? Is it paying tax? To legalize? Is it a registered company? So if you're doing business that is illegal, then don't provide. So that's what the judges emphasized in that case, in the other case. Establish the crime. And when you establish a crime, that is when it takes a person to court. I think that's why I've raised my submission.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate for your contribution, Mr. Henry, calling me from within Lusaka, Woodlands area. Thank you so much for that fantastic submission.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. So I would like to get as many as possible in terms of phone calls. So each time you call me, try to be precisely to the point. At least I'll give you 3 minutes about someone there, like Mr. Henry did. I consumed about 3 minutes plus. Because remember, this program is entirely dedicated to you, the people of Zambia. As my guest this evening, want to hear from you. Not only the Faith Musonda story, but remember, we've got another story of Bali's trip to USA. We want to hear from you. Well, good evening and welcome to this special conversation with you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Tell us your name and the area you're calling us from.
This is Voice of Kafue calling you from Kafue.
Voice of Kafue, fantastic. Go ahead with your voice. Let's hear how you are representing Kafue.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, I would want to ask you that as scholars does not consume much of the time to give others more room to go and listen to various voices. Let me give a maximum of 3 minutes each.
All right. Thank you so much.
My submissions are actually free. Bali's trip to the US is really good. I think he's leveraging on a very good note, both locally and internationally.
Yeah.
He seems to be well connected. But my fear is on down institution here locally. It seems most of them have been accustomed to low performance. You know, they are not trying to exert themselves to perform at a higher percentage, but they are accustomed to that under or average performance, so to speak. And then, in addition to that, most of them, they use their performance to please the powers that be, so to speak. So that's why I feel even the Bank of Zambia is defending whatever cash flows are there. Are just there, one, because of their underperformance, two, to please the powers that be. Remember, there's no smoke without fire. For people who have spoken, they must be some areas where they are seeing the fire coming from and they are busy, those working under there trying to cover themselves, which is not supposed to be the case.
Right.
I rest my case there, otherwise I would also want to listen to more views.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you, Voice of Kafue, for that submission. All right, thank you so much. And like I did mention that we've been kept busy today from morning. We've got our staff who has been there since morning. That's Mutumba Liambela, of course, just to get a few submission in terms of what is happening at Lusaka Central. So I know that you are calling me, and we just pause your phone calls and let's hear what Mutumba has for us at this moment. Mutumba, good evening and welcome to this live update.
Good evening, Innocent P. How are you?
I'm all right, although I can hardly get you, but I'm okay. Quickly, give us the update. Where are we at the moment in terms of the interrogation going on there of Faith Musonda? What latest do you have for now for the people of Zambia?
Okay, just a quick one. Faith is still under interrogation. A police officer just stepped out to tell the journalists who are still patiently waiting to hear from what has been discussed in the meeting that has in the meeting that they have been having for over 6 hours now. He just indicated that the interrogation is still ongoing and he thinks it will continue ongoing, maybe approximately 01 tomorrow, maybe, because of some stuff that is being discussed. So right now we are still here patiently waiting. And if you can see, because I've been reading some comments on our Facebook page, people have been wondering, is her car there? Is she there? She's still here. Her car is just right behind me. So we are still by Central Police.
All right, so you've just mentioned something profound, Mutumba, that the interrogation exercise might go up to 01. Did I get you clearly?
I'm just approximately giving you, because he just said they haven't even reached what we can call maybe halfway or somewhere. They are just still ongoing because they need to get some information from her. That's what we were told. So time.
Hello, Mutumba, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you get me?
Go ahead. Yes, I can get you.
So I was trying to say the police officer who came to address the journalist stated that time when